How we doing, everybody? How are we doing? Bear with me while I get this rock and rolling. Two seconds. My live tab. Once again, bugging. YouTube for that one. Very good. Still nothing. Bro, YouTube failing me right now. So sorry if you're in chat right now. I can't actually see any messages. Just bear with me. There we go. Okay. Hold on, everybody. Should have done this before, to be honest with you. Okay. I think we're good. My live stream tab's still bugging, though. Honestly, YouTube Studio, I'm going to keep ranting on about it until it gets sorted because, my God, it sucks so fucking bad. What's up, Chad? Good to see you, brother. There we go. Right, now I can see chat. Sweet one. If Edwards had won... Well, oh, won with the W, right. I would have comfortably picked Corey over Umar, but now I have my doubts. I mean, I always stood by that. That's a tough fight just on its own. I don't like to... You know, comparisons like that are tricky because everyone has micro differences in their style, and that's a good example. Sandhagen is his own man. You know what I mean? I get what you mean by striker versus grappler as a fundamental sort of concept, but yeah, tough one. I've still, honestly, that fight's been in the books for a long time, and I still don't have a winner in mind when I vision that fight. I really don't. I think people are actually sleeping on Umar striking a lot. He is very, very dangerous there. I think people need to remember that, and who knows, it might be a sort of swift, a rude awakening is probably the term to use, right? Okay, can my YouTube tab work now? I was looking at it through the live stream tab, which is just terrible. But thank you everybody for being here so early, being on the mark. I appreciate all of you so truly. I was beginning to think the Americans and the English had a good grasp on Dagestani chain wrestling and defense. But I think Umar might just muscle him around and hurt Corey. Yeah, but you could say it could go the other way. Let's not get it twisted. I think Corey Sandhagen is one of the most dangerous men in the UFC. We're talking about pure striking capabilities. You think you can really argue with that? But you're right. Umar's a dangerous, dangerous guy. But I think they are. I do think they are getting a grasp on chain wrestling. I think Topuria did a pretty good job of the takedown defense and getting up Volkanovski, proved some success there too. And he's a much smaller guy, so I definitely think the times are changing in that regard. You know, but again, it's also down to just fighters fighters individually. Like look at Khabib. People had a much harder time with Khabib and Islam, even though they're training under the same guy, right? So I think it's a case by case thing. But I definitely agree with the sentiment of what you're saying. Man, wouldn't normally be drinking a hot coffee on a hot day, but I got a fan with me, so I'm good. Very good. Yeah, thank you everybody for being here. We're gonna get to some chat and we'll react to some clips. Actually, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I might have to get Ali to do it because I don't really have the fucking I have my Discord up right now. But I'll create a tab on the Discord essentially so I can have like a video ideas thread essentially, so you guys can link in stuff you want me to react to for whatever it is, MMA related or not. You know what I mean? And we can start doing that as a regular thing. Saves me having to look in chat here while we're on a stream and get stuff up. I can just look in the Discord and have stuff ready through links. You know. And also, Umar's such a good hybrid between being a huge bantamweight, strong and quick twitch. Yeah, crazy power too. That was it. That last fight he had where he just knocked that guy out like it was nothing. Crazy. I don't know why Bilal winning kind of pissed me off. It pissed me off too because I'm a Leon fan, but I don't know about you. I don't know what your grievances are with the man. I actually quite like Bilal, to be honest with you. I think what he did in the countdown, we was talking about that kid. He had he was looking after who came from Palestine and stuff, and he got his leg injured, and he was looking after him. That kind of tugged at the heartstrings a little bit. I kind of got me a little bit emotional. I've always quite liked Bilal. It's fun to point the finger and laugh, isn't it? Really. But obviously, I wanted Leon to win because he's an English champion, right? What's up, Bush? Abhinav, good to see you, brother. Will MMA math surprise us in the Topuria Volk Holloway equation? That's a great one. I don't know, man. It feels like it always does when we get a sort of triangle of fighters like this. They always seem to beat each other. I'd lean towards Holloway. I initially was actually, and I was envisioning this fight yesterday when these rumors started swirling of the potential announcement. And I was like, the more I thought about it, the more I'm going back the other way towards Topuria. Do you know what I mean? I almost feel like we might have a UFC 276 situation where Volk just put it on him 5 rounds. But I don't know. I don't know. Such a hard fight to call. Been rewatching all of Umar's fights, and how many fights have both quick twitch and duration wrestling ability? Yeah, I mean, he's sort of like a mini Makhachev, isn't he, really? So I think that's the one thing Khabib never had was that proper striking ability, which is really this next generation of fighters we're seeing. But again, as I've said before, that's kind of a double-edged sword, isn't it? Because Khabib's striking wasn't great, but it was so effective in finding the takedown as a result of that, you know? So that's what it almost made him a better fighter than if he was good at striking, because his wrestling was that good anyway. But you know, that's another topic of conversation. But yeah, Umar's very good. I always felt for Sandhagen because there's never a matchup I felt he deserved. I always felt he deserved the title shot, and he kind of just been passed by a little bit. And I worry he's going to lose this fight, and it's going to knock him down the food chain massively. But who knows? Islam may fight MSG, which is what he originally wanted. Yes, but he's injured, isn't he? So I don't know if that's going to happen. Come into John Stipe, that would be a great card, wouldn't it? It's just a shame it's not Tom Aspinall, eh? What can you do? Islam's better boxing, but Umar's way better kicks. I think they both got good kicks. To be honest with you, I think Islam's got great kicks. Particularly his body kicks. Very, very good. Which would boost that card because John Stipe wouldn't sell a match? Yes, it will, bro. It's just John Jones. It will sell. It will sell. I know people complain about it not being Aspinall, but the card's still going to sell. It doesn't really matter. It's John Jones versus Stipe Miocic. It will sell. I think Jones Aspinall would sell more, 100%. But, you know, we're not going to get that, at least for the foreseeable future. Bilal Shavkat, it looks that way, right? I don't think Dana's going to want him as champion for as long as minimal amount of time as he can, right? So I think they're going to give him his hardest test, and I think Shavkat's going to be the man to take it to him. Tough fight for both guys. I don't underestimate Bilal in that matchup, seriously. I don't know if Shavkat can keep that pace for 5 rounds. I think Bilal can. That's the difference. So who knows? Recent physique of Bilal and Islam looks juicy. I mean, particularly the Bilal one. Yeah, we spoke about it the other day. I don't want to ramble on too much about the juice allegations because the other day we don't know. Kamaru deluded about title shot, 3-loss streak. What do you mean? Didn't he say he wanted to take a fight before he would take a title shot? Does it make more sense? Which I think that's pretty fair, no? I've coped it out by saying Bilal is on roids, but honestly, at this point, who cares? He had a great performance. He did, man. He did. Honestly, I think it was just a lot of contributing factors. I think it was the time zone thing. I don't think you can deny that. I think that's very much evident. The time zone thing was definitely a factor because a lot of the fighters were feeling it. Arnold Allen spoke on it. Tom Aspinall said he was awake for 22 hours, and he felt a little bit off. Obviously, Leon said the same thing, and he very much looked it in the cage. I do agree. I don't. Maybe if the steroids are part of that, I don't know. I can't sit here and say it was because we don't have anything confirmed on that. I'm just going off the facts. And of course, also Bilal had a very good performance too. I think it's a case of that, the other things I just said, and of course Leon probably overlooking him a little bit too. I think it was a multitude of factors, but that's how it is in fighting. Do you know what I mean? There's always going to be little things going on in and out of camp, injuries, external factors. That's how it is. And you're dealt the hand you're given, right? So what can you do? We'll see. I think Leon can come back, though. He's very much in his prime right now, so it's not like a case of he had a very long reign, and by the time he lost, he's over the hill, because I still think he's very much at his best. He just had an off night, and that happens to everybody. You know what I mean? And I know the frequency of champions getting their belt back is statistically quite low, but of course the reason for that is because when they do lose their belt, they tend to be quite old. Leon is in his prime, so I think he's got a good as chance as any to get that one back. And if he takes the front foot, I spoke about this on the podcast, which went live the other day. If he takes the front foot against Bilal, I think he wins that fight pretty easily. I think he could have put him away at any time he wanted if he really pushed the pace, but that's not the kind of way Leon fights. And it's a shame because he had some really good success playing on the front foot, taking the offensive and taking the initiative to Bilal and trying to win that fight. And he had some really good success there. I just wish we saw more of that. But again, we know he doesn't fight like that. He said to Cejudo that he wants title shot, and Cejudo thinks as well. Okay, that's dumb. Yeah, that is dumb. But, I mean, you don't ask, you don't get, right? Picking Bilal over Shavkat. I think he might be a good underdog shout. I'm kind of leaning towards it as well, you know. Shavkat's good, but he's overrated, and I've always stood by that. Again, they're both good though. Let's not get this twisted. They're both very good fighters. Shavkat's a very dangerous man. We agree that Colby should drop from the rankings? No, he shouldn't. I don't like the guy, and I don't think he's as good as he used to be, but he shouldn't drop from the rankings because he lost 2 fights. Good to see you again, my man. Bilal's win streak is strangely so good. Prime Edwards, Prime Luka. I mean, it's not strangely. It's just straight out good, man. He's got the most wins over the top 15 in the current top 15, if I'm not mistaken, by a mile. Because he's been active, because he's just been fighting anyone in front of them and beating him. Do you know what I mean? Luque, Burns, Wonderboy, and now Leon, right? I mean, I'm probably missing one as well, to be honest with you. Keep in mind, that Luque he avenged that loss. That was a previous loss as well. So that makes that one even more impressive. I just wonder how long Shavkat's chin will last. Yeah, me too. Me too. That's the big question because he relies on it too much and you can't do that forever. You just can't. What's up, Predator? Good to see you, bro. Just posting my power plan in the Discord if you want to take a look and call me a casual. All right, let's have a little gander, shall we? Pereira number 1. Yeah, I mean, I'm all right with that. Makhachev, O'Malley. No, you can't put O'Malley at number 3. No, you can't. I mean, he's only got 1 defense, right? You can't put him at number 3. I'm going off defenses, to be honest with you. Pantoja goes above him. Edwards, I don't know where you put Edwards now. I know he's not the champ, but he had 2 title defenses, so I wouldn't knock him down that far to 11. I still think he's above John Jones, definitely, and he's probably still above Volk. I don't know. It's tough. I wouldn't put Leon down at 11 though. No way. Charles shouldn't be at 14. Charles shouldn't be even in the top 15, to be honest with you. I think there's better fighters there right now, and that's no disrespect to him. He just lost 2 in a row, and he's not been on a good run. Jones is too high at 7, but again, Bilal should be above Jones. Fuck it. Bilal's got a way better resume than Jones. What the fuck has Jones done at heavyweight? Nothing. You know what I mean? I put Bilal above him. Yeah, I'm slightly playing devil's advocate because it depends on what you value more, right? But Topuria is higher than 6 as well, I think, because he did just beat Volkanovski. I know he hasn't got a defense, but he did just beat Volk. It's tough. It's tough. I don't hate the list. I like most of the names in there, though. Tell you about breaking new record, 85L streak. It does look that way, right? But then again, Chiesa's got a lot of skin in the game too, so who knows? Really kind of a Bilal fan. He's hard to dislike. I can't lie. He is. His fight style's not exciting. I'll never deny that. But neither was Leon's, to be honest with you. I think from a technical aspect, they're both very good. But yeah, there's no shame in admitting that they're not that exciting to watch. But I like what they're doing outside the cage. Noche card is disappointing. Yeah, I think it's okay. I like the main and co-main a lot, actually. Is Alex Powerman number 1? I'm not mad about it, yeah. 2-weight champion. Obviously not now and not simultaneous, but still. 2 title defenses. Is it 2? Jamal Hill and Prajka again, right? Yeah. How can you argue for Pereira when the guy got KO'd cold 3 fights ago? Because he's a 2-weight champion and he's got 2 title defenses. Islam's only got 1 more, but he's only done it in 1 division. So, I don't know. Listen, you can interchange those guys. I'm not mad at whoever you put out of those 2. It has to be one of those 2. They're far away and ahead of everyone else. I would have said Leon before Saturday in that conversation too, because obviously he had a similar amount of defenses and was looking very good. But yeah, right now it's between Pereira and Makhachev. No doubts about it. No doubts about it. Pereira got no ground game. I actually disagree. I think his ground game's not terrible. I don't think it's too bad. I think he's improved a lot. Teixeira's definitely helped with that. But I agree it's not as good as everyone else's. John is the GOAT? No, he's not. Let's be honest here. He ain't the GOAT. Let's just get real. Another friend, so I think Islam McQuarrie and Bilal's a win is a great win. I don't think they're going to fight, to be honest with you. Maybe that's because Bilal won't be champion by the time that even becomes a possibility. Or maybe because they don't want to fight each other, which I think is probably the more likely one. I think... And I stand by this. I said this the other day, and I know I got cooked by some of you guys. I stood by it, and I said Makhachev Edwards is still a tough fight. I don't care what anyone says. Edwards is a big guy, much bigger than Makhachev is. So it's a tough fight. It is. Listen, put it this way. If Makhachev struggles with Volkanovski, who's a featherweight, I think he's going to struggle a lot with a guy who's way stronger. Let's be honest here. I don't know why people are writing that one off. People like to U-turn and jump on bandwagons and hate on the guy who's just lost. You know, people. You know, when Leon knocked out Usman, everyone was all over him, and then now he's fucking lost. Everyone's jumping ship and saying he was never good to begin with, which is a load of shite. Let's be honest here. And I stand by that. Fight's close. I definitely would lean more towards it being a closer fight than I would have originally said after that Leon performance, but we'll see. Ice cold take. What do you think so? What that's a close fight? I think a lot of people were saying Makhachev beats him easy now, which I still disagree with. All the way to Topuria. Well, yeah, there's been... sorry about that, I realised. I didn't see that. Yeah, we've been hearing rumour mills kind of swirling. I don't know 100%, but I saw some sources saying that UFC 308 is confirmed in Abu Dhabi, which sounds great, if you ask me. Great fight. Love it. That's one of the most exciting matchup you can probably make right now outside of Aspinal Jones, to me. It really is. Awesome fight. How's Charles not in the top 15? Coming off a split decision loss to next guys at lightweight and a first round KO win over Dariush. Didn't he get another title shot? Or am I tripping? Oh no, you're right. I thought he was on a 2-loss streak. Is he not? Yeah, I think you're right. He knocked out Dariush, didn't he? And then he lost to am I going crazy? Yeah, I'm sorry. Apologies for that. I thought he was on a 2-loss streak. Yeah, okay, maybe. Fair enough. Okay, he can be in the top 15. I'm not mad about it. I'll take Belal beats everyone in his weight class. That is rogue, mate. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I really don't. I actually think he struggles a lot with Ian Gary. I know he's a similar style to Leon, but just the way they fight is different. And I actually, Ian Gary gives him a very good fight. I really do. I don't know, man. I don't. That's a tough one. That is a hot take. That's a very hot take. JD, mate. Honestly, welterweight is a tough division. It is. JDM is tough. Gary is very tough. I mean, the thing about Belal is he's beaten a lot of these guys already. He's beaten Burns. He's beaten Brady. He's beaten Wonderboy. He's beaten Luque. Do you know what I mean? It's like he's got a good resume. Shavkat and JDM and Gary are those three are the real ones in circulation for who you're gonna pick. So, do I let MMA Joey? I hate that guy. I mean, no, I think he's all right. I pop in his streams occasionally. Yeah, he seems like a sound dude. I don't know what problem you got with him. Everyone else is saying it, but does Rakhmonov even want this title shot? I mean, why wouldn't he, right? Am I crazy, Landon? Why wouldn't he want a title shot? Can you answer that for me? Because I definitely can't. Full dips and Petrov after Aspinal win. Best base for MMA, man. Or likely the one to break Max's legendary chin. I mean, put it this way: if Gaethje couldn't do it, I don't know if Topuria can, but I definitely won't rule it out. That man is dangerous, 100%. MMA Joey's vegetarian. His diet consists of French fries with extra oil. Not a bad way to go, to be honest with you. Welterweight getting bullied against Belal. Yeah, it could happen. Don't rule it out. Belal's very good. He is very good. Listen, and I'm happy to walk back what I said about thinking Leon would beat him. There's no shame that I got that one wrong. I think a lot of people got that one wrong. Leon was very good, and he is very good, and Belal made him not look very good. So by those metrics and that definition, Belal is a force to be reckoned with, and do not write him off. Honestly, I think there's some good money to be made there. He'll probably come in as an underdog in his next fight, whoever he comes against. And I think there's money to be made there. I think him against Shavkat's a lot closer than people are saying. I do. I think Belal does the same thing as Gary does Leon. I don't know about that. Obviously that is the path to victory for him, right? But Gary's very, very good. I think people just don't want to admit it because they don't like him. I've been saying that for a long time. I said that before the Neil fight. The guy's legit. He's very fucking good, but people just don't want to say it because they don't like him, and it's funny to take the piss, right? He's very fucking dangerous, and he is a bit of a dick, and he's very, sort of full of himself, and he backs himself to the highest degree, and that invites a lot of criticism. But at the end of the day, when the chips are down and the lights are down, and he's in the cage, not many on this planet that can beat him. JDM's a tough fight for him, though. Yeah, I agreed. The boxing. I said that same thing about Leon. I said this the other day. For both guys, it's a tough fight. JDM is very good at that forward pressure. Good if he maintains that boxing range very well, then yeah, 100% tough fight. Also, Chelsea Usman is next for Belal because Shavkat versus Belal. So I think that's a load of crap. Shavkat will elevate that fight massively. Belal only getting co-mains? Yeah, probably. I mean, to be fair, Leon headlined twice. Did he not? Did he headline? No, 3 times. No. Yes, he did headline 3 times. Fairs. I was about to say Leon was the same, but that's not true at all. He headlined 296. He headlined 286. And he headlined 304. So fair play to him. And 278, I guess. If you include that one. I like Gary would have picked it before. I think him and Edwards are very similar. Yeah, I said this when Edwards was champ. I said that is his toughest fight in the division. Obviously, in hindsight, Belal's gone and worked him, but I don't think many people expected it. But I stand by stylistically. I think Edwards, on his day, will probably beat Belal. I think Belal was at 200%. Belal was absolutely his best. Leon wasn't. I think if you put Leon at his best, I think he wins. If you put him, give different game plan, completely change the way he fights, and put that forward pressure on, as I said, I think Leon works Belal. I do. I stand by it, man. But that's down to their team and how you prepare. And Leon didn't prepare. So there you go. Not saying he's afraid, just haven't heard it from him or his camp. If Dana doesn't want Bilal as champ, he wouldn't want to allow him to have like Ian next. Yes, he would. Ian will sell fights, bro. Because people want to see him lose. Same with Colby. 3,000 on Bilal for each of his last 6 fights. Fair fucks, mate. That's big money. I don't bet with that much. Let's go. Chelsea Kit looks good on you. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. I like that energy, Jojo. Thank you. I should need to move my stream chat just here. But I'll beat Gary for sure. If he doesn't, I'm dyeing my hair pink. I'm going to do a TikTok dance. I'd pay to see that, my man. Edwards Gary now. I think it'll be Edwards JDM. And then Shavkat will fight for the belt. That would be my educated guess of what we'd be seeing. Ferguson, Chiesa. There's nothing Ferguson has shown really that suggests to me that he's going to win that fight. I mean, you know, he lasts like 2 minutes before basically just getting worked. Makayev getting cut. No, I ain't been asked it, but I mean, we spoke about it the other day. I think it's a bit ridiculous because, you know, you look at no one really knows why it's happened. There was a lot of rumors about him sort of in talks with PFL while he was under contract, which kind of apparently got debunked. I'm not 100% sure. And if that's the case, then it points back towards transgressions outside of the cage, including the Manel Cup beef generally being quite problematic, which is annoying, but I don't think it's a fair enough reason to cut him when you got guys like John Jones fighting. I really don't understand it. So, you know, it's scorched earth, this game. There's no morals in the UFC. So I don't think cutting him is really fair at all. Stand by my decision to bargain for Bilal against Leon. I switched my picks when I saw Bilal didn't flinch. That's actually not a bad idea, to be honest with you. One of the people hating on Makayev's style, but complete BS to cut him. Yeah, I agree. And to be honest with you, I think there's more boring fighters than Makayev fighting in the UFC. Let's be honest here. He had 3 finishes, didn't he? 3 or 4 finishes. I know they're not the most entertaining. I thought his debut was great, and I was there for that. But that was a great fight. Not flying knee in 40 seconds, and then, you know, guillotine choked him. Or some sort. It was a guillotine choke or a ninja choke. I can't really remember. And that was great. It was inside a minute. Great and crazy. And he's got finishes. You know, he had a few arm triangles here and there and an arm bars. He's a good fighter. Not the obviously, I don't think it was the reason they cut him, to be honest with you. I don't think it was ever about that. Literally every fighter that taunted his opponent lost the fight. I can't think of any other instances, to be fair with you. Jones has to come forward and needs to fight Tom to keep his GOAT status. Yeah, but he won't. He'll beat Stipe and he'll retire. We know it's going to happen. I'm not going to get my hopes up. Technical snipers like Leon can always be out-hustled, overpowered, and pressured into losing. I do kind of agree with that, which is why it's frustrating, because I think Leon, if he fights with like an offensive style, I think he walks through loads more people, much more effectively. I think he can put away guys easy. There was some exchanges there against Bilal where when he took the initiative, as I said, he was working him. Landed some flush shots. Those elbows, we never see enough of them from him because that's some of the best weapons in his arsenal that not a lot of people are able to utilize. Leon is has some of the best elbows in the game, and he never uses them enough. But he's too, you know, content with fighting on that back foot and being patient, and he paid the price for that. Kai wasn't cut last fight in his contract. Well, I mean, cut, you know, they weren't willing to re-sign him, so it's basically the same thing. You know what I mean? No game night tonight. I didn't plan for it, so no, I don't know if you guys wanted to see that. Would you guys want to see that? I know I did it the other day, but I don't know how much you guys want to see that. I'll do a poll. I won't do it tonight, but so like undisputed or whatever we could do. I'll put a poll up for you guys so you guys can. I'll let you voice your opinions. Did he get walled by Nate Diaz on soy diet? I mean, yeah, he was just being complacent. I guess that's another weakness in this game, isn't it? First time a guy who would be top 5 has been cut ever, if not in a while. I don't think he was top 5. I guess he would have been if he won the fight, which he did. I don't think so, to be honest with you. I think maybe, actually. I don't know. Oh, Nate Diaz stuff is BS. Let's now act like the... Yeah, exactly. Leon ripped him apart, man. But at the same time, he got caught, and you can't really rule that one out. He got caught. So that is how it is. No, not Minecraft. We're doing Undisputed or something. I don't know. I would do UFC, and I would play with you guys on UFC if... I could do it. I'd have to get the PS5 set up, and it's just a pain in the ass. I don't really have any space. And I'd have a shit ton of cables going around it. It would not be fun. But I could. Is there any heavyweight ever that would beat Aspinal? Not right now, in my opinion. Oh, I mean, I won't rule out, as I said, because it's heavyweight and you can get clips. Is Stipe? No, I'm sorry. Stipe would get dog walked. Even Prime Stipe would get dog walked. You can just see the difference in skill. And just because they're from different eras. I'm sorry, even Prime Stipe would get demolished, bro. Demolished. Overeem nearly put him away. And that was out of his prime, Overeem. I'm sorry. Stipe would get walked. I think DC would get walked as well. No shame to him. He's just too small. DC would absolutely get leathered. And that's no shame because I think DC's a legend. But again, he was never a natural heavyweight, really, wasn't he? He was always a light heavyweight fighter. And Ngannou would give him a good run. Ngannou's probably his toughest fight you can make, in my opinion, because of the risk of how hard he hits. It's always innately going to be a tough one. But the other two guys, no. I think DC and Stipe, it's not even close. No way. I think Aspinal does the same thing he's done to everyone else, to those guys. All to play Minecraft. I'm not doing Minecraft, bro. Ubri, maybe. No way. No, not even, bro. Not even. I'm sorry. There's no man on earth who beats him. The only one I'd probably give a actually decent chance is Ngannou because of how hard he hits. I just don't see anyone knocking out Aspinal right now. I really don't. Again, as I said, I'm not going to repeat myself too much, but it is heavyweight, so it could happen. But as I said, if you made Aspinal fight a guy 10 times to each of these guys in the division, I think 9 out of 10 times he beats every single one of them. Ilia Topuria versus to be on 307. I think it's 308. We're hearing about MMA Casual, bro. That's the rumor mill swirling right now is UFC 308. But again, I don't claim to be the bastion of knowledge. So, Vader in his prime, no. No way. Jordan in his prime is definitely beating Tom 100%. No, he isn't, bro. I'm sorry, he ain't. He's a light heavyweight. He's a light heavyweight. I'm pretty sure if this stat was true, I saw he's got one KO in 11 years, which is fucking mental. So, you know, put that in your pipe and smoke it. I'm sorry, he's not finishing Tom Aspinall. No fucking way. He's too small. And at heavyweight, he's too slow. I'm sorry. It's not... Honestly, you put them together at heavyweight, it's not even close. It is not close. It isn't. Aspinall does the same thing to John Jones at heavyweight that he's done to every single other person. Aspinall, if ever he goes to US, I think he'd be fine. To be honest with you. I think he's probably got good conditioning. I mean, it remains to be seen, right? Because we've never seen it. But what does it matter if you keep putting guys away before then? Right? So, you know, I don't know. But, I mean, if it goes anywhere the fight goes in terms of positionally, I think he doesn't have any trouble. I think he's better than Jones on the mat. I think he's better than on the feet. He's faster, way faster. That's the big factor. No one seems to be talking about. The diehard Jones fans, almost like they don't want to sort of acknowledge the clear facts here. And when you watch these two guys fight at heavyweight, they're just sticking their fingers in their ears and just humming to themselves because they don't want to face the possibility that their GOAT would get walked by an Englishman. I'm sorry, it's true. Look at the stand-up against Cyril Gane. It's pitiful, mate. It's pitiful. He is slow. He's sluggish. He's moving slower than Curtis Blades was on Saturday. I'm sorry. You can call me deluded if you want, but I'm just going off what I see. And with that in mind, I just don't think that fight's close. It isn't. Jones slumps Aspinall with a head kick. No, he fucking doesn't, bro. Aspinall's moving in and out of range like it's nothing. Ilia versus Max. I'm going Max right now, but that fight gets closer, and it seems like a possibility. Ilia is becoming more present in my mind. But at the moment, I'm on Max, but that might change. Tom drops whoever he touches. He dropped Curtis with a jab. He rocked him with a jab. I'm sorry. Freak power. Freakish. Jones does not have power. I'm sorry, he doesn't. He doesn't even have power at heavyweight. It never translated because he didn't have good power to begin with. He never had good power at light heavyweight to begin with. He was very good technically. That's the best part of Jones's game. His fight IQ is pretty much unmatched. And he's technically brilliant. But that was a light heavyweight. He doesn't have those luxuries at the upper weight classes. And his power is not translated very well either. Aspinall is a lean, natural heavyweight. He is an absolute killer. I'm sorry. That fight is not close. I think that fight goes less than 2 minutes. I truly do. I'm sorry. Jones will probably look for a takedown and Aspinall will stuff it and he will put him away. But I'll beat Tom too. Okay. Heavyweights on the Pride era so overrated and will get destroyed today. Joe Rogan always hyping up old guys. I mean, I agree with that for the most part in terms of the generational improvements we've seen. These new crop of fighters come in. They're just better because the sport's been around for longer. We've seen the natural improvements. These guys are just... It's almost like they're grown in a lab compared to the old dudes. So it makes sense that they'd be better. And that's why the point I'm making that Tom would be better than Jones, irrespective of the fact that Jones is out of his prime and Aspinall was in his, which, you know, is just another factor for us, why I think Tom decimates him. But it's not even UK bias. It's not. People, after Saturday night, Donnie, I'm sorry, people are finally warming around to the idea, they're, you know, agreeing with me that Aspinall would absolutely work him. Because you just have to watch them fight and watch what we've seen at heavyweight from both guys. I'm sorry, but... you can say what you want about Jones being the best ever, but he's still a human being, and Aspinall hits like an absolute freight train. So that's just the logic I'm using there. It's not UK bias. I'd say the same thing if I was from America. I'm sorry, but it's true. I'm sure most of you guys who aren't from the UK are saying the same thing. Do you know what I mean? There's no bias there. Yes, I'm a huge Tom Aspinall fan. Yes, he's my favorite fighter, so I guess there is innately. But I'm just going off what I see, and what I see is Aspinall working him. Fight IQ is top of the food chain for Jones, but if someone has the ability to rush and end with a touch, exactly, it goes out the window. What game plan are you going to enact when your head's bouncing off the canvas like a pinball machine? Jones is a blob, only one because fight was fixed. No, okay, that's bullshit. It wasn't fixed. Garn just can't grapple. Rose glazing Tom like Dana glazes John. It's deserved. Like, yeah, it is deserved because he's fucking good. I ain't going to ban you. What's up, Ricky? Good to see you, brother. Talent translates over generations. Pretty sure Tom would have won UFC 1. Oh, well, of course he would have done. If you put him now. I mean, the ability then compared to now, it's like night and day, bro. That's not even close. Just to make Leo angry, talk bad about Aspinal. I mean, you're allowed your opinion. I ain't going to get mad at you for having an opinion. I'm just going to disagree with it, mate. Pound for pound for Aspinal, rank 7. No, I think you have to put him top 5, to be honest with me. It depends what you're going. If I was going to pure ability and how good I think they actually are, I'd put him number 1. But pound for pound, you rank off legacy, right? And metrics in terms of how many title defenses they have, how dominant those defenses have been, etc., and their general recent record. And so I couldn't put him at number 1 for that reason, obviously. But if we're going off pure ability, where I'd put him number 1. But that's a different conversation. I recommend picking Ilya. They have around the same level of striking. Oh, that's a bold claim. I think it's just the reach. It's just a matter of how he gets past the reach. That's what I'm curious to see. Topueria's option to grapple. I don't sleep on Max's grappling either. But again, that is a very close fight. Very close fight. Holloway Topuria 308 confirmed or what? Not 100%, but I saw a lot of news outlets reporting it. And it does seem to be growing in momentum in terms of legitimacy. So it looks like it. But I'm not going to say with 100% certainty, Dolof. So we'll see. It's like Topuria. Yeah, he's not helping himself, but I almost think he's leaning into that and it's working for him. He's playing the heel a little bit. Arsenal most dangerous man in history. He kind of is. I heard McGregor Chandler having a 310. I know. I feel for Chandler, but damn. Tom loses to heavyweight Anthony Smith. Okay. Topuria's KOing Max. He could break the chin, man. Topuria hits so fucking hard. Like, it's not even funny. The guy is got dynamite in his hands. It's because of the build, man. It's so easy to generate power. Do you know what I mean? It's that short, stocky frame, and he plants his feet, lands heavy. Dangerous, dangerous, dangerous guy. Honestly, you say Tom loses to Johnny Walker. I know you're baiting, but name a man that beats him. You know, like you'd pick as a favorite to beat Tom Aspinall right now. Like, give me a name, because there isn't one. Seriously, he is. He's the most dangerous man alive right now. And you can call it glazing if you want, but like, if you want to call it glazing, you can say I'm being biased, fine. But give me an alternative. Give me someone who would work him, because I don't think you can. And if you do give me a name, I don't think you even believe it if you're saying it. Chandler loses to Tweet Wars. Yeah, doubt very much whether Jones ever fights Aspinall. So do I. That's why I'm not getting my hopes up. I can only dream. Ilya will struggle against Max. He tends to struggle until putting people out with insanely powerful boxing combinations. But you say until, but he's done it to pretty much everyone he's fought. So I don't think it's like struggling if he's won the fight anyway. Can it KO Emmett? Yeah, but Emmett's made of fucking metal. And he 50-43'd him, or 50-42'd him either. We never see that. He absolutely worked him. So what if he didn't put him away? Doesn't really matter. He absolutely dog-walked him. Lucas Tracy versus Spartan. I'll go with the Spartan. My mum's slipper hits harder than Aspinall. Okay. Father time because Jones won't get stripped. Yeah. Listen, Jones will probably win and then vacate. That's what's probably going to happen. I'd argue that a guy with a gun is more dangerous than Tom. Yeah, that's valid. But let's say hand-to-hand combat, right? UK loses both belts this year. No way. Aspinall is just not losing the belt. He's not. I don't think, to be honest with you, I think the way the chips are going to fall, I don't think he's actually going to get a fight this year. Because the UFC won't make, I doubt the UFC will make him defend an interim belt twice, because that is generally just criminal. And we're going to get Jones, Stipe in November? So I don't think we're going to see Aspinall for at least another, 8 months. And that's not his fault. Do you know what I mean? That's just down to the UFC being fucking stupid. And I mean, the only outcome I see potentially we see that happening is if we get a last minute injury on that card, Aspinall steps in as a backup. That would be fucking immense. Imagine if that happens. Holy shit, that would be incredible. Thing is, you reckon even Jones would take that fight? Surely he'd have to. But imagine this, right? Imagine if Stipe's about to fight Jones, fight week Stipe gets injured, Aspinall says he steps up. They have to save the event. Jones can't say no at that point, right? But would he? If he said no, bro, he'd get ridiculed forever. I don't know, man. That would be a possibility. Maybe we see that. I might have to go and find Stipe and take him out. I'd break his leg at fight week just to make that happen. Not in bias. The only people I put in contention would be Prime Francis and Uber. I wouldn't say over him. Francis, I'd give a good chance, of course. I would always give Francis a chance. I've seen enough of Francis Ngannou to say that he has a chance against anybody on this planet. Dad's belt of Aspinal. Okay. You got some trauma you got to work out there, my man. Ops on Jury at middleweight. I don't like it for him because he'll lose the chin, to be honest with you, and that he relies so heavy on the chin. Middleweight, the weight cut might be bad for him, and I think his chin might go. So, no, I don't like that for him, to be honest with you. Jones pulls out and Tom fights Stipe and loses to the GOAT. Okay. No. Jones said no to Chael Sonnen. Yeah, 151. I did a video on that. In my Jones video, that was a big topic in that video. But to be fair, he got rightfully lambasted for that, and I don't think the UFC have done that since. So, Jones is the double champ. He double champ does what the F he wants. No, he doesn't. I mean, he kind of does. The way Dana White's glazing him. Leon should push for a fight with Gary. If he wins that fight, he might get rematch. No, I think I mean, they'll throw him a big name. It doesn't really matter. He's just lost the belt. He'll fight a top 5 fight, 100%. I think he'll have one fight, and they'll probably give him the shot after that. Maybe 2 fights, because I don't think the UFC rate him too high. But then again, the UK always back him, so I'm sure his pay-per-views don't sell too badly as a result. Jones pulls out against Chael. He definitely pulls out of an Aspinal last-minute matchup. Yeah, maybe. Oh, I need to take a breather, man. I've been talking like crazy. Give me a minute, guys. I'm going to close that poll as well. I know it blocks the chat. Damn, my vocal cords have been... I was recording earlier today as well, so my vocal cords are getting work, bro. I'm going to lose my voice. Whew. And this hot weather as well. It's tough out here. Tough out here. Okay, no, let's bring that back. There we go. How do you see a fight between Aspinal and Ngannou going? Aspinal works him. Absolutely works. Aspinal will take him down and choke him out. Same way Jones did it. Listen, Aspinal and Ngannou is competitive on the feet because they're both good there. I still think Aspinal's better. I think he's way too quick. I don't think Ngannou has the actual same level of power Tom does. But I think Aspinal will do the smart thing, and I think he'd shoot straight for the takedown. It's not even close on the mat, to be honest with you. I think he'd sub him in the first round. Leon wins against Gary. Can we forgive him for losing that title? I don't think there's nothing to forgive. Fighters lose. That's how it happens, right? Prime Tony. What, beating who? Tom versus Eddie Hall. That would be good, wouldn't it? They're friends, to be fair. I think Tom has the power advantage. Against Gar, 100%, man. Listen, same with Gar. I compare Gar to a guy like Pavlovich, right? They hit hard, but they don't have the one-shot power the same way guys like Tom do. Every time they land flush, Garn or Pavlovich, more so Pavlovich, Garn has less power than Sergey does. But they always have to follow up with a really big flurry of shots to actually put them down. Aspinal never has to do that. It's one shot, and then they're down on the ground, and then it's a couple of shots, if that, on the mat to put them away, and that's done. Prime Tony. Against who? Kamaru ain't fighting anyone. Colby's sitting on his ass. Stadium's injured. I don't see Leon fighting Shavkat. Gary's best choice. I can see Leon fighting Shavkat. Leon would fight anyone, man. The guy was fighting Chimaev when no one wanted to fight him. And they had that fight scheduled 3 times, man. No one else was that wanting to fight Chimaev ever. Maybe more so now, but even then, I don't think anyone wants a piece of him. So I respect Leon for that. He always his game as hell to fight anyone. He accepted all 3 fights he was offered at UFC 300, and that included Shavkat, that included Makhachev, and that included Belal. But no, it wasn't Belal. It was Makhachev, Shavkat, and someone else. I can't actually remember who, but they all doing Ramadan or something like that. So it couldn't end up happening. But he said yes to all of them. BJ Penn's coming back. Is that bait? I really hope that's bait. Or Khabib or McGregor. Khabib, bro. What the hell are we talking about here? Of course it's Khabib. McGregor has no aura anymore. Minus 1,000 aura at this point in time. Negative aura. Khabib will never not have aura, to be honest with you. The guy's never lost, so. Holy shit, my vocal cords are cooked. Fucking hell. BJ Penn versus... Okay. That was what you were setting it up for. Are you serious right now, bro? God damn it, man. Oh, yeah. Also, another thing. Something I'm planning to do is for members. So, for members, I'm going to add some extra member features. So, members are going to get videos a week early, as well as their name at the end of videos. But also, for the second tier, you guys can get access to my scripts in all their... I haven't set it up yet, but I'm planning on doing it. You guys can get access to all my scripts in their terrible spelling mistake and scrappy written form. So, if you guys want to just see my creative process and get an insight into that, that will be something I'm adding to the listing, which I'll post those in the community tab, a link to those, so you guys can get access to them and go through them whenever you want. Probably be like a folder or something, like a Google Drive thing. So if you guys sign up to that, you can get access to that when I have it sorted out. But that's just something I'm planning along with some other cool stuff because I want to make it worth your while. Who would replace Dana if he's no longer the president of the UFC? That's a good one. I mean, Hunter Campbell, but he's kind of always been in the shadows. Less so now. Much more been in the limelight a little bit more, but he's always done a good job. But I don't know if he's good for that role. To be honest, I think if Dana leaves, Hunter will as well. Weren't your only fans? The membership will be enough. I remember you were talking about having a podcast like a month ago. What about it? What do you mean? I have a podcast. It's in the channel, my man. If you go, if you go on the channel, it's MMA Creators Podcast. It's just scroll down a little bit on there. It's on there. Purple profile picture. Become a member of this Feet Pigs. Maybe I'll make like a max tier, and all you get in that is just Feet Pigs. Maybe I'll do that. But yeah, I want to make that more worth everyone's while. Because it matters a lot. Will I ever do that? No. Someone wouldn't take that fight. Just wait for Stipe, Jones, Garn, Lewis, Tuivasa. I don't want him to defend the interim belt any more than he has. He's only the third fighter ever to defend an interim title, if I'm not mistaken, and no one wants to see that shit again. So, or maybe it's the third or fourth fighter to ever do it, and no one wants to see that. So, yeah, I mean, I think the logical thing is just wait. I don't mean that Leon won't fight Shavkat. I think Shavkat will wait for the title shot instead of taking fight. Yeah, that's a fair point, actually. I can see that. It's just the Shavkat done enough because obviously he's marketable. He's got 100% finish rate. Like, that all speaks for itself. So he doesn't have to worry about that. But it's a case of, is his resume good enough? But that never really matters in the UFC, does it? They gave Dan Henderson a fucking title shot when he was ranked 13th and he was about 45. So, you know, and again, whoever gets picked is going to get picked. It's kind of just the luck of the draw at this point, is it not? I don't know. There you go. May help. I can't find your podcast. I can link it to you, brother. I'll help you out. I'll give you the nudge in the right direction. We actually just launched, yeah, as I said, we dropped the new episode the other day. The games channel's also there, so that's there for you guys. A next video will be on Friday or Saturday. But there's the YouTube, there's the podcast link. It's on YouTube, it's on Spotify as well if you search it up. Yeah, it was really cool. Actually, there was a lot of juicy stuff in that episode. Yesterday's episode was really exciting because Will, my co-host, was doing all sorts of stuff in UFC 304. And believe it or not, he might have been responsible for Giga Chikadze thinking there were spies in his camp. And that might have single-handedly been because of Will. I'm not even joking when I say that. Go listen to the episode. It's pretty wild. It's a very long-winded story about him and Brad Pickett talking with Beneil Dariush and Giga Chikadze. Long story. But, yeah, very weird. As long as the OF drops 1 million subs, and I'll do it. Eminem rapping 11 syllables per second or Leah reading chat. Yeah, I'm pretty fast at it now, am I not? I'm doing my best, but my God, it actually does tire your vocal cords out. I think that's partly due to the fact I was recording earlier today, and I have to really speak through my chest in those, and that kind of takes it out of me. But Tomo's only 2 possible new opponents left. Garn and Almeida. He gets top 5 win. After that division is cleared, Tomo can only do rematches. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I almost feel for him because he's so much better than everyone else. It almost makes the fights not that appealing because he's so good. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like there's not much excitement because I don't think any of these fights are close, mate. You sing a song of fasting? No, I ain't singing, bro. Hell no. Listen, I've got good pipes, but I'm not singing. Ain't happening, my man. 10 million subs, and we'll do that. Yeah, 1 million subs, and I'll sing. At 10 million, I'll do the OF. All right. I think that's a pretty fair deal, right? 100K. What did I say? I'd do 100K. I don't even remember now. I mean, 100K. We're gonna get 100K by the end of next year. That's the goal, boys. I think we can do it. It's a big ask. It's a very big ask, but I think we can do it. If you guys back me to do it, we're going to get there. All right. 40K by the end of this year is the goal. It's going to be fucking difficult, but we're going to roll with it. We're going to go for it. And that'll be pretty fucking sick if we get there, right? So, fingers crossed, right? I think we can do it. I think we can get 40K by the end of this year. What do you reckon? I think we can do that. Umar or Corey? I'm tough. I'm torn on it, my man. I really want Corey to do it. If I was picking who I wanted to win, it would be Corey. But I don't know. If Jones submits Aspinal, can you sing My Way in public? Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that for sure. Great song, by the way. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, I can spit. All right, I got it. Okay, that sounds like bait, Trafield. I ain't reading that, bro. Umar rocking Corey. He could, man, but Corey's got a good chin on him. When have you ever seen Corey in real trouble? That P.O. Yarn dropped him, didn't he? Ilya will knock out Holloway. He could, man. He could break the chin. I don't know, though. I just don't know. It's such a hard fight to call. Both those fights are. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Yeah, I said this was going to do this earlier. I was going to ask Ali to do it, but I have my Discord up now. I am going to put a... Can I put a thread channel? Oh, I don't know. I'll do it in a bit. I said I'm going to do a video reaction, stream reactions channel on the Discord, so you guys can put links in there for stuff you want me to check out on stream. Okay, I don't have my vocal strength is not there to read out all these fucking tongue twisters, bro. But good for someone like Verhoeven, sorry. Yeah, he's legit. Transition to MMA. We need new fighters at heavyweight, or its future looks very bleak. Yeah, I mean, it's just the standards needs to get higher. It's never really been there because, as I said, you can be a fat tub of lard with a good bit of punch power, and you can go pretty far at heavyweight. So, you know, who knows? Who knows? Leo versus Leon. I think he would dog walk me, mate. Max Elliott and that's officially not officially, no. But a lot of rumors. Bit of a clickbait in the headline, but we ball. You guys are so fucking weird, man. One normal day on the stream is what I asked for, right? One fucking day, bro. There we go. Holy shit, it's so hot today. Fuck me. 30 degrees Celsius here. I know that doesn't sound a lot for some of you guys, maybe, but our houses aren't built to design. They're not designed to let heat go through. They're designed to keep the heat in, so it gets very hot in here. I've got a fan here, and I still feel like shit. What does fat tub alarm mean, mate? I'm not fluent in British. I mean, you're tubby, you're chubby, you're big, rounded. Max Elliott for the BMF. It would be. Oh yeah. I was always wondering this. I think they should do it for both. I think that'd be fucking sick. Winner takes the other person's belt. They never do that for double champs, which kind of makes sense because the weight difference discrepancies. It's harder to cut down. But for BMF, this is a rare, unique thing where they can do it because the BMF's not tied to a weight class. MMA Journo, what would you ask Bilal? Are you on steroids? Give us get USADA on the case or whoever it is now. When I start on yourself, you're gonna feel cold. That would, yeah, I mean that would work. I could do with a nice fucking bath right now. Jesus, I am sweating like a bitch. Not even. I'm just. Oh, it's just humid today. Takes me out of it, man. Wonderboy Whitaker for the NMF. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I mean, Whitaker. I mean, Wonderboy. They fought before. Wonderboy knocked him out when Whitaker was fighting a welterweight. A lot of people don't remember that. What do you think about Mobstar Aljo and Ortega Lopez? Yeah, I like them. Hopefully, are they on the same card? I know Aljo and Mobstar signed. Ortega Lopez, is that on UFC Noche or am I tripping? I don't know. I think they're both great fights. Yeah, and they decide the title challenge after Volk. I don't even know if Volk would even fight for the belt at this point. Who knows? I just want him to take the time off, and I'm glad he is. It looks like he's doing that. If Max beats Ilya, it would be a huge upset. No, it wouldn't be. Ilya's fucking good. He's very... Listen, I'm going to answer a few more, then I'm going to end the stream just a little bit early, only because I'm just not feeling too hot right now, boys. I'll answer a few more. I do apologize for that. Who have you got on Usman fight this week? What do you mean, bro? Who do I want Usman fighting? Is that what you mean? Ortega versus Lopez. It's on Noche. Okay, nice. Really? Why are people saying that card sucks then? Because the main event's great. The co-main's great. And that's a great fight. Mobstar Aljo doesn't have a date. Okay. Good fight, though. I actually think it's going to be more exciting than people think. I think we're almost going to it's going to be a case of two grapplers cancelling each other out, and we're going to get a nice little striking match. And people are sleeping on Aljo striking, man. I think it's good. Very good. Aljo's good, man. I'm tired of people disrespecting him. He's one of the great. He's the bantamweight GOAT. He is. See how right when Leon was about to lose in the last second, Skirr said Leon, you should British IQ, and then said, well, sarcastically, or said Jamaica can have him. Yeah, that's just him being MMA Guru being MMA Guru. That's the easy answer. Next inside matchup, I mean, it has to be the one in the title of this stream. Gotta be honest with you, mate. Coping with the insane heat right now? I'm not coping. I'm struggling, brother. I've got a fan. I don't know if I can actually show this on camera. Fucking big. I don't know if it's going to fit on the thing. Can you guys see that? I've got to hold it back here. There you go. Fucking big fan, and it's still, I feel like dog shit. Oh! My fucking light just... Yeah. Oh my god, no, we're not good. Now the fan's blasting my hair. My hairline! This is all going to shit. Islam Arman cancelled, then what is the main event of Abu Dhabi? I believe it's Holloway. They're looking to pen Holloway Topuria for that night. They had talked about Notch. It was the second coming of Jesus. Listen, I don't really care. I think it's a fun card. Who cares what Dana says? If he's hyping up, sure. We got the card we're getting. It'll be a unique little fun thing. I'm your biggest fan, and I love you too, my man. I know you didn't say I love you, but I love you. What have you got? I love all of you boys. And girls. Why have you got a green and white flag on the wall? It's not green and white, bro. It's just a green screen. What are you talking about? Wait, are you talking about this? They're vinyls. Wait, no, they're vinyls, bro. They're not. That's not a flag. And that's a green screen panel, which I use for my games channel. More inside the fan, you can be even cooler. Yeah, but that I don't think I can do that with this one. Tomo shoot himself in the foot, not fighting so long. No, he needed to take time off, man. I feel for him at 294 because if that fight was a few more rounds, he was definitely going to win it. So. O'Malley, Merab, Anthony Grass is a great fight. Exactly. People are sleeping on both of those fights. I think they're great. I think O'Malley will knock Merab out in the first. I think there's good money to be made there. Because honestly, I think he'll put him away pretty early. And I like Merab, but I think O'Malley's too good. Valentina, I hope she gets the belt back, but it's a tough one because she's old. What's good, MMF? Good to see you, brother. Show him some love, everybody. It's a shame you jumped in now because I'm about to head off a little bit earlier than usual because I don't feel too hot. I feel very hot temperature-wise, but hot isn't great. Oh, dear. Nah, listen, yeah, we're not doing too well right now, man. We're not doing too well, but that's okay. New season, new era, man. What's up, Cooper? Good to see you, brother. 10K Roddy. I wish it was. What a disappointing performance from Leon. No, I think it's a mix of both, mate. This is what I said. I think Bilal was at his best. Leon was at his worst. The whole time zone thing was not good for him. It's just a lot of factors, you know. That's how it is, though. Rewatch Aljo versus O'Malley. Sean was way too careful in first round. First round KO was very risky bet. I disagree. I just think O'Malley will find the chin. Right, regardless of the round, then it doesn't matter. I think O'Malley will shin Merab 100%. Merab's come into some trouble in a lot of his fights. He gets clipped quite a lot. Cejudo dropped him. I think O'Malley will definitely find the chin. Feel better, mate? Thank you, brother. I'm okay. It's just the heat's fucking me up, and I've had a long day, and yeah, not feeling great. But we ball. That's it. Part of the game. After this, I'm gonna go and get some food down me, and then back on the editing grind for this week's video, which I'm not gonna give away. It's gonna be a fun one. It's not the Mahachev video. I'll say that. I was thinking about doing it this week, chose to not to. Thought I just peel it off. I might just save that one for a rainy day. Maybe when Mahachev's fighting at some point, I'll do it. But I don't know. What have we got for 305? Dricus Duplessis versus Adesanya? Yeah. Is that 305 or is that 306? Even a non-Muslim will be headlining a main event at UFC event in the Middle East? I think they will, mate. Holloway and Topuria have that star power to do it. I think anyone will pay to see those guys fight, doesn't matter where you're from. Could ask me Goku? Yes. Or would you prefer Zuma is becoming public? You can't. Yeah. I guess I'm next, right? I'm not, by the way, just for the record. Good to see you, man. I think you can agree with me in some way that Leon did look like he quit a little. Yeah, 100%. I can see that. I appreciate that, bro. But yeah, I do kind of subscribe to that. Leon's always had that issue. Do you know what I mean? That's a bit of a problem with this game is the mentality. I don't know. I said this earlier before you jumped in the stream. If he was more offensive and took the front foot against Bilal, I think he would have put him away pretty early, to be honest with you, because every time he did that, Leon was working him. Show some fucking confidence. Show some bottle. Leon is a much better striker. But he let Bilal look like he was the better striker because he let Bilal have his way. He looked like he didn't want to be there. But if he does and he takes the initiative, I think Leon wins that fight. I think if you did that fight again in America or something, or UK on a normal time zone, I don't know. I think that fight's still a close fight. Leon at his best is still a very competitive fight with Bilal. I don't think it's a smooth fight for either guy. I don't say it's a lock at this point because we've just seen what Bilal did to him. But Leon had definitely had his moments, and this is what I said. It's so frustrating because the last 30 seconds, he started opening him up like a can of tuna. Blood gushing everywhere. If that fight was going another minute, he could have knocked him out. And it's like, why? Where was that for the last 24 minutes, right? So this is my whole point. If Leon showed some urgency to really take the front foot, I think he would have won. But why is my phone going? Fuck's sake. Hang on a minute. I got to respond to this. Apologies, everybody. One minute. Sorry about that, everybody. Yeah, I'm gonna ask a couple more. I'm gonna jump off. Ian couldn't get his REM sleep. Yeah, he might. Seriously though, I mean, we saw Tom, and I think he struggled with it. No, I'm afraid not, bro. Anyway, guys, yeah, I am going to jump off, get some food down me. I'm feeling a little bit of it tonight. But thank you everyone for being here. Sorry I'm 5 minutes off, a little bit earlier than usual. Appreciate all of you all the same. We're going to go stream again on Thursday, video out on Friday, podcast again, and stream again on Sunday. And the Games Channel video, of course, on a Friday or Saturday. I don't know exactly when that's dropping, but you know the drill. Same as per. Big few months ahead. Just before I go, actually, I'll say this one thing. Just call back for those of you who are there. I said on stream many times at the start of 2024, and I said on the pod, I said this is going to be a really big year for the channel. And it's only proven to be the case, and that's all thanks to all of you. So truly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for being here and supporting my streams week in, week out, and watching the videos. It really does mean the world. So it's only the beginning. On the grand scheme of things, it's only the beginning. So thanks everybody, and I'll see you on Thursday.